My therapist tells me I'm a plant. Plants have a way of quietly detoxifying the air in a home, taking in the toxins while putting out fresh air to breathe. We discuss this when we talk about my childhood and the roles I've played in my family. It's not that I didn't contribute to the toxins in my home or that I only put out clean air. But like most empaths and highly sensitive people, I learned to cope with the intensity of exposed or hidden emotions around me, similar to the way a plant can exist amid the noise while emitting its silent attempts at detoxifying the air. The coping skills, however complicated, that I developed in my family of origin played a part in my own moving towards contemplation. True contemplative life, of course, is a way of life and not a coping skill. But my therapist reminds me to find gratitude for the old stories and to seek the gifts from them. And learning contemplation happens to be among the gifts. At the time, I didn't know what I was doing in any kind of formal sense, but I knew it was a place of sacred pause, calm, and clarity. Reaching back into some of those first memories of contemplation, I see my 6, 8, 10-year-old self in the rooms of my childhood home. I remember the ways it felt to go into my room to pause, feel big emotions, or go away from others simply to center, gather, or clear my mind. Often, when my emotions or those around me were too overwhelming or altogether unspoken, I'd steady myself with silence or go to my room for stillness. I'd go for a walk into the prairie land behind my childhood home or gaze out the window for centering. Contemplative life was forming within me without any traditional understanding of exactly what it was. However psychologically problematic, these moments became the beginning of understanding what the mystic Howard Thurman would have called my inward sanctuary, and the beginning of my lifelong relationship with contemplative life, though I didn't yet have the language for it. In those moments of stepping away, I always wanted a companion to join me in that inner sanctuary. I wanted someone to soothe, help, guide, or witness my experience, and I spent so much of my life wondering if they'd ever show up. Eventually, I came to recognize myself in that inner sanctuary as the first companion I'd been waiting for. The waiting I'd been doing for someone else was the restlessness of moving away from my own feelings, voice, truth, and life. And as I began learning about the inner sanctuary's possibility, I started to recognize my own power more clearly. I began to develop and delve into the ongoing work of healthier emotional regulation. I discovered the ways contemplation connected me to humanity through the roots of life, the roots of the plant. The contemplative companion I'd longed for in order to be myself was already within me. While I still wanted and needed others for the journey, I first needed myself. And this companion I found within me also revealed that true contemplative life lives in advocating for both my own roots and the roots of those around me. Now, through vulnerability, a teeming curiosity, embodiment, and interconnection, I continue to step towards the rooted contemplative life.